Fresh week of trade for us, and let's take a quick stock of how indices closed last week, across last week as well as on Friday, and how indices have opened up on this Monday morning. So all three US indices closed last week in the green after strong earnings reports starting last Wednesday, especially banks and financial services performing really well, in fact better than expectations. Retail sales further accentuated the positivity by growing 0.7% for the month of September for US markets. This is the second consecutive weekly gains for all three US benchmark indices. The Dow was up over 1% at close on Friday, posting a weekly gain of 1.5% plus. The S&P 500 was 0.75% higher, going up over 1.8% through the week, and Nasdaq was up 0.5% on Friday, gaining almost 2% plus throughout last week. European indices too were extremely positive. They too rose along with the positive sentiment in the US and global markets. All European indices ended higher on Friday, with the DAX, CAC and Stock 600 rising over 0.5% each in trade on Friday. The FTSE though trailed a bit, was up over 1/3% in trade on Friday as well. Asian indices too closed Friday in the green pretty much. The SGX Nifty Futures closed for a 7th consecutive day in the green, positive for the SGX Nifty, always good for Indian markets. The Asia Pacific indices have opened mixed in trade on Monday. The Nikkei is absolutely flat in early trade. The SX 200 has risen and the Kospi is in the red as we speak. The SGX Nifty Futures continues to rise moderately, up over 1/3% as we speak, reaching its all-time highs. The London Metal Index closed for a third consecutive day on Friday in the green, led by copper, which was up over 3%, almost 3% in trade on Friday. Oil prices, which were at $82.5 on Friday, have breached the $83 a barrel mark on Monday, just prior to Indian indices opening. Brent has breached the $85.5 a barrel mark, certainly a concern for Asian as well as Indian indices. The dollar index, which closed flat on Friday, has opened marginally higher today morning, around 10 basis points higher. The US 10-year bond yields, boosted by the retail sales numbers in the US, are at 1.57% in early trade today, while gold continues to hold out above the US $17.60 an ounce mark, is currently at around US $17.68 an ounce. Bitcoin though has been in focus since the last week or two, since being at around US $42,000 has now breached the US $62,000 mark early today morning, and now sits at almost 62,500 US dollars. It had already breached the US $60,000 mark on Friday, so continues to rise almost 5% from Friday till today. Good solid gains for the Bitcoin, which is in focus. That's a roundup from us to start this week off. Hope you have a good week of trade.